The City of Richmond manages nearly $7 billion in public contracts. That money is scattered across almost 1,400 individual agreements, tracked through a fragmented web of state databases, federal registries, and localized spreadsheets. Verifying just one of these agreements is a grueling process. Recently, Richmond's T spent 3 full days hunting through PDFs and cross-referencing databases just to confirm that a single recurring software renewal was still valid. This is the staff dashboard. Instead of an overwhelming data dump, it triages the city's workload into struct urgency lanes, contracts that demand a decision today, ones to plan for this week, and those to review this month. When a procurement officer clicks on a contract, the platform's decision engine runs a federated search. It simultaneously queries 8 independent, live data sources. In the background, it actively pings federal compliance registries, including SAM.gov, FCC prohibited vendor lists, and the FBI's consolidated screening databases. Internally, the engine uses optical character recognition to read hundreds of pages of scanned PDFs, pulling exact expiration dates, contract values, and specific renewal terms. 8 seconds later, the officer receives a definitive verdict: renew the contract, rebid it to the market, or escalate it for immediate review. The system shows exactly how it reached that conclusion. It assigns positive and negative point values to its findings, adding 20 points for a clear compliance record, or subtracting points if the vendor holds too much of a single department's budget. The logic is entirely visible. The AI compiles the evidence and makes a recommendation, but the human procurement officer always makes the final decision. Public Portal translates the city's internal ledger into plain language. Anyone can instantly view the total value of active contracts and identify the top spending departments, completely bypassing the need for a Freedom of Information Act request. This chart breaks down spending by department. Click on Public Utilities, and you can instantly track their top vendors and the specific dollar amounts of those individual contracts. To ensure the information is truly accessible, the interface features a persistent toolbar. Users can instantly translate the text to Spanish, activate a high-contrast dark mode, or scale up the Atkinson hyperlegible font, a typeface specifically designed by the Braille Institute. Publishing raw data online is one step. True civic accountability requires making that data universally legible. Shrinking these decision windows from days to seconds allows the city to move from reactive contract management to proactive portfolio strategy. Municipal governments constantly lose unwritten institutional knowledge when veteran procurement officers retire or change departments. When they leave, decades of context disappear with them. To capture that knowledge, this timeline automatically logs every AI-assisted decision. Over time, it builds a permanent, auditable history of exactly how and why the city spends its money. The platform uses that accumulated history to generate proactive advice. It flags departments with high vendor concentration risks and calculates exactly how much the city could save, like this $28 million projection, simply by introducing more competitive bidding. Now, when a new staff member joins the team, they inherit a rich, data-driven context, rather than starting from a vulnerable blank slate. City procurement no longer has to be a slow, manual bottleneck. With the right architecture, it operates as a fast, strategic, and entirely transparent system.